to yet another video on the wonderful LecturePRO. Today I was going to show you some slightly more advanced setup using your webcam windows along with other content. So first of all, I'm going to minimize the controller window so that goes out of the way. Let's push it right out there. Now on your webcam windows during setup mode, you've got some different buttons. You've got the showing hiding, which I've shown in a previous video, which then determines whether it's visible or not during go live once you're running. But next to that you've got this behind and in front button. So let me show you what that does. Let's bring something else on the screen. Perhaps as a simple example, I'll bring calculator on. So at the moment this window is in front. You can see the webcam sat in front of the other window in that icon. And so I can do what I want in calculator, but as much as I try, I can't bring that window to the front. But if I switch this so that the webcam window will go behind and fall behind other windows if I need it to, when I now click on calculator, you can see it's in front of the webcam window, but it's not of the others because they're still sat to be the most in front windows. This gives you some control because you may well want to use an application that just slightly covers the window of view while you're using it, and that might be fine. You also might want them to fall behind so that you can have full screen, but when you minimize the application that's gone full screen, the webcam windows appear again. So let's do some example of that. Let's get Photoshop on the screen. I'll get rid of calculator. So here is Photoshop. Again on a fairly small resolution monitor just to show how this works. And you'll see window 1's disappeared because it's gone behind, because we've allowed it to fall behind. And yet when I minimize Photoshop, the webcam window is still there. So we could put this down in the bottom corner. We'll set these other windows to be hiding. Let's bring back our controller menu and go live. Now if I bring Photoshop back up, you'll see I can demo stuff and show people what we're doing, and the webcam window is hidden. When I minimize, it's still there. Let's just go into setup and show the difference. If I tell this window it needs to be in front the whole time, come back Photoshop, you can see I'm now in front all the time, and there's nothing I can do in this bottom window, which is a bit difficult when you're doing Photoshop. The great thing about LecturePRO is you can move the windows around in real time when you're live. So I can click in this window and still drag me around and set me off screen a bit if I want to, so I can get to that. But the option to fall behind is there so that you can let these windows disappear if you want them to. Let's go back into setup and stop all of that. So that's a bit of an example for you. Perhaps we could do something similar with PowerPoint. One of the things that the setups with PowerPoint I quite like is you can use a PowerPoint and create a window layout that makes it look like your video's live running inside your PowerPoint display. So let's see if I can find an example for PowerPoint for you on that. So here's a PowerPoint slide. I'll leave this window hiding and this window will be hiding, but in this example what we want is this webcam window. Let's get the resolution, something that matches. I'll just get away with that. So now when I go live, you can see, pull that out of the way. You can't see, let me show you, hold on. Because this one's set to be hiding, we don't want it hiding, and we want it in front. There we are. So now you could be going through a number of slides that had different words on them as you do your demonstration, highlighting key points, and your video looks like you're live streaming, but you're actually just sat in front of a PowerPoint, but you've lined up a box in PowerPoint to make it look clever. Here's another slide. Now the window's too big for this one, we could resize it, but I'm going to pick a different view. So let's go back into setup mode. I'm going to go to layout B, and I'm going to not use these windows so they can be hiding. Just going to use this window. we can get it lined up nicely. Like that. And this is layout B. So now when we go live, let's move the menu out of the way. So here we are in one window. You can have a number of slides, and you'll notice you can change slides and go forward in PowerPoint to the next slide. Doesn't affect your video that sits in front. You could then switch into your layout that's got your other video lined up for a demonstration. So that's a simple way that you can use PowerPoint and LecturePRO side by side to present video embedded within your slides. Thank you for watching.